Morning all. So I've got a couple of other machines from the attic out so that I can do some work with some RAM and stuff, sort out a load of chips. And I got out my vintage, to a point, vintage, my 486, which is an Eclipse computer case for a big brand in the UK and through the 80s and the early 90s. And I believe they're still around now. They still make good machines. It's a standard 80 style mini tower. Power, turbo, reset. But the machine itself is all kind of screwed. When I built it about 3-4 years back now, it was alright. It was fast, you know, considering it's a 486, and what I mean by fast, it wasn't slow like it is now. It's running on a Visa local bus Paradise Bali32 graphics card, 1 megabyte, and it's really, that card was always slow when I put it in, which must be a setting problem, but the ISA interface card I have for the IDE is probably configured wrong. I have no documentation on any of this. It was kind of just poggled together and hoped it worked. Running on a 486 DX 33 MHz, 256K cache memory, 32 meg SIMMs. I think there are 30 pin SIMMs in this. The real small 30 pin type. 16-bit SoundBlaster plug and play, although this board isn't fully plug and play compatible. So 40 speed CD drive. It did originally have something like a quad speed or an 8 speed, but that was all to hell, so when I finally got it changed to something that actually worked decent at the time, and to be honest, it's fine as it is. I am wanting to get a 5¼ inch floppy drive for this and maybe have an A and B again like on my Scorpio system. But that Scorpio one's the only one I've got. Pretty bog standard for the minute. It's got Win 3.1. In an effort to get it to load or feel slightly more responsive, I have downed the resolution to 640 by 480, which really is making no difference. Let's say there's not really much on here. Now I've got it down though, I'm going to sort it out. See if I can get some more documents on it and everything and change it so that it's actually decent, because I don't know whether the hard drive's going dodgy. It maybe is. There are some bad sectors on here. The hard drive itself is about 500 meg. Because last night I was installing Star Trek Judgment rights from floppy disk, and Christ did that take a long time. It was like an hour. I was literally here almost in tears with the install time, which according to the manual was 35 minutes. But it also has graphics glitch that is common when you haven't got enough memory visually, or the visual settings are wrong, or it could just be a loading problem. Again, I'm not sure.
Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise.
I used to love these games, but what I played first of these games was the double collection from the White Label with the 25th anniversary CD-ROM edition of the first Star Trek 25th. It was the full talkie version. And it came with a CD-ROM version of this. So let's just go find something. Yeah. Never fight Lassie pirates. Of course, you have to go through all the video to close it. Yeah, again, like I said, for a 486, it wasn't that bad. I never used to get a glitch like that when I had the CD version installed. Although, like I say, it could be this graphics card. I don't know. I mean, to play Judgment Rights, I've had to... I've had to enable EMS, which means all my high mem settings are completely wasted. To use expanded memory instead of extended. But the game doesn't play otherwise. Now, it could be that I've got too much expanded memory and not enough conventional, which is causing that on the game. Who knows? DOS is a pain to set up properly these days. I've probably forgotten more how to set it up properly than I'll ever learn again. And really, there's not much more to show again. No decent MPEG playback in this system, which is not surprising, because the graphics card in it is not designed for MPEG playback. Which is a point I can show with the Zing demo. As it stands, I would say this is a slow 486 from its time. I do have somewhere a DX2 66, which I may put in here simply because for the sort of 486 gaming I want to do, that would actually speed it up proper. They would run fully at proper speed then, and so would Windows and everything. And I'm going to downgrade the RAM to maybe 16 meg if it's got the chips in it that I think it's got, which are 4 meg chips. I'll take all 8 of them out, and I might just put in 8 1 meg chips. Rather than have 32, because that also is another reason why the high mem takes forever to read it, which I suppose back in the day wouldn't have been a problem, but these days it's just ugh. That's why, if you notice, I don't know if you could hear the ticking noise. I have it set so it makes the ticking noise when it's checking RAM, but I always press the escape button. Nah. Sorry, change the setting. Rate control on. I have to close that. For a little while though, with this machine I did sort of, this is why I remember it being faster. I ran Windows 95 on here from floppy disk version, and that ran flawlessly, like as far as 95 could run on a 486-33, and I think I only had 8 meg of RAM in it at the time. I also ran Windows NT 3.1 and they were fine, and I ran them both with this graphics card. So whether it is this graphics card or not, I don't know. Now I did get in a job lot, or on its own, I can't remember, 2 meg 16-bit ISA Mac 32. Yeah, and that's on the smaller screen. Yes, so I may change it for the Mac 32 instead, which was a much better card. Even compared to a 32-bit VLB card like this, that was a hell of a lot better. I have got a 16-bit LAN card in, an ISA card, but I haven't got any DOS drivers installed or any Win 3.1 drivers or anything like, what was it? It's not Apache, it's, it may have been Apache or something like that. It begins with it's a web browser for DOS. I haven't got any of that installed, like other people have. I mean, yeah, I've never got around to it. I've never bothered. ACD 16-bit, wrong buttons. Really, everything else is just standard. QuickTime, WinRAR for compression. Although I could do with installing PK on Zip just for the DOS prompt, but other than that, not much. So I may do it later today, I may not. I'll open it up, and if I do, I'll do a video of it. Thanks for watching.